Hello and welcome to Wildcard, where the card. Uh, Hold on, I'm gonna start that over. Hold on, trying to remember how that went. Hello everyone and welcome to Wildcard, where the jokes are wild and so is the crew. That didn't work out, but I don't care. Let's continue. It's me, JC Kane, and your fabulous host and Fed owner, Jay, the Hitman Hart. Wait, not him, but yeah. So, hi, Jay.
How's it going? How's it going?
Okay, so this is the very first episode. We are sucking terribly right now. So right now we are talking about high stakes wrestling, the brand new Fed that's only had one card thus far, and the lovely small deadline has already passed.
Yep.
So I guess we can go ahead and want to just start talking about the card then?
Sure.
Okay, so I already have it pulled up if you want to pull that up too. Our first match that's on the card, we have Little Yokai versus Misery. Little Yokai is a brand new character for the J Feds Incorporated, while Misery is a returning Mike fan favorite. Of course, Little Yokai is also me. It's more of it's a jobber heel, so, yeah, so he's probably not going to be doing, like, the super crazy role plays or whatever. And he's supposed to be really weird. I am offering this to anyone who's listening. If you are fighting this guy, I do not care if you put him in your roleplay. Because just know that basically he's a guy who likes to, in a sense, stalk people. He likes to, basically he's very weird. I don't know, just read his bio, you'll know. You should probably read his bio anyways if you're facing him in a match. At least you know who you're doing with. Anyways, Misery. Misery is, of course, Mike. He already posted her role play, and they both made first deadline. Everyone except one person made first deadline. I've actually caught up on all the role plays. That is crazy. But anyways, her role play was enough, like, it's a good thing he knew that he was facing a jobber. If he was facing one of these other ones, I don't think that probably would have been enough to seal the deal. At least that one
Yeah.
roleplay was. Okay, moving on, we have Roller X versus Eli Good. Yes, you will see me a lot on this card. As I am Roller X. I'm pretty sure that just about everyone knows now, because I was kind of waiting to see who all would figure out. But yes, Roller X was formerly known as Roller Brawl. I don't have a reason why I just started calling her Roller X. I was just trying to change her name from the Skylander. So yeah, and Eli Good is the other one who's had so many name changes. We lost count. He's been like, what? Eli Hogan, Eli the Kid, Joker Eli, just Joker, and now Eli Good. Man, I hope he's good. He better be good. But you'd think he'd want to be called Eli Great. Yeah, and he's using. When I read his roleplay, it was pretty good in my opinion, which is why I was kind of like, ugh, Eli, how could you, using your fancy, like, he has great narratives. That's one of the things that I've liked about him, especially when he was doing the old, Freddy Fazbear thing. He was like, it was so good, and I wish I could increase my narrative abilities. Because one of my biggest thing, I don't want to talk about me the entire time, but one of my biggest problems is the fact that it's difficult. I mean, usually once they start talking, that's sadly usually when the narratives start to die, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I did my
Not
role.
at all. I'm behind a few role plays. Oh,
Continue.
go ahead.
No, continue.
I was gonna say I'm behind. I'm behind a few role plays, but I have read Eli's, and his was like, hey, I was really impressed with his role play. And I got to read yours. Yeah, Global Series, but I haven't got to actually read it yet.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I was like literally really close to hitting deadline, especially mainly with Maya, which is the next match. But, um,
Yeah.
you know what? That's a good enough segue. So, hey, guess what? Our next match is Maya Jensen versus Annie Fugate. Um, again, I guess it's really no secret. Maya Jensen used to be Stealth Elf. Find out in her next roleplay why she no longer looks the way she does. Because yes, I've already decided how I'm doing my next roleplay. So yay. Um, yeah, Maya Jensen. But then again, I mean, if you ever read my roleplays, if not, how could you? Um, if not, I mean, if you would have noticed, you actually would have seen, like, during the off-camera things, I always called her Maya Jensen, because that's her real name, obviously. Um,
Yeah.
of course, you'd also notice in this banner how a certain Fed owner person decided to miss the little white spot on her arm, but we'll digress with that. But anyway, so yeah, I've read Annie's
Like I said,
roleplay.
I didn't see it. Quite
So yeah, I've read Annie's roleplay, and I'm like, how dare you, Mike? How could you? So I was like, I was reading it. I'm like, how could you? I mean, you're this like it was Father's Day. I was planning on doing. I guess I probably eventually will do it. I was planning on doing a little general roleplay later about Father's Day, because I mean, I'm like, well, then again, like the main person who's probably going to be in it would be uh Roller X, and Maya's going to have a slight bit in there. You don't have to read it. It gives you something to do. Cliffhanger. But so either way, like, but and then he,
Mark's always
hmm?
good at that. Mark's always been pretty good at tying into holidays and stuff. Mark's always been pretty good at tying his holidays into what's currently going on. Like tying his role plays into what's currently going on with the holidays and stuff.
Yeah, and it sucks when you're going against him. And so I'm like, dang, I'm gonna have to step it up. So literally, I had to wait. Like, I was sitting here for like an hour. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I finally came up with something. So we'll see how that works. Um, Sadly, I didn't get to go to a scene 2, even though it technically is divided into 2 parts. Read it to find out what I mean. Um, so that's going to be interesting. This is also technically Maya's 3rd match since EW closed. Um, I'm not going to. We probably shouldn't promote other feds, but yeah, she's in another fed currently. Uh, So not that there's been more than one slam or HSW. That is a tongue twister. But I keep on finding myself saying that. So anyway, speaking of tongue twisters,
Well, if
next.
you say that, I always.
Hmm?
Oh, I always accidentally catch myself saying HCW. Whoops, that's not it.
Because like every time I go like H S and I'm like W, and it's just the W never wants to come out, and I want to say high stakes or something like that, and it just. So, last but not least on the card, we have our supposed main event, but we know it's going to be trumped. James Cena versus Desmond King. Why do we know? Why do we know it's going to be trumped? Because unless Mike fails or Eli fails, we're going to have like 2 awesome, epic role plays versus a no-show and Kings. Which I literally just got done reading Kings, and my opinion, the first thing I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, so he starts off just doing, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but he starts off going just like a little talking, and then suddenly, oh, shoot, time to do a promo. Like he jumps, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I get the scene begins at the very beginning, but so I'm like, okay, there's being recorded, but he suddenly goes from talking to someone to suddenly, oh, sorry, I'm gonna stop talking to this person and then go straight into my promo. I'm like, that's stupid. I also noticed another thing. It's weird that I'm.
What's that?
Well, okay, so down below when he's talking to whoever the situation is, um, I guess his name is Mike. So, anyways, so he's talking to him and he uses the line, uh, let's see. The situation says, James Cino, you mean the bro who couldn't even lose to Roller Brawl? Wait. And who could even lose to Roller Brawl? Yeah, he ain't nothing. Why he's stressing. And then, he does like a face palm or whatever, and he's like, you have that backwards, right? Roller Brawl beats James Cino every time. I think there should have been a not somewhere in the situations quote because he literally just said that. But yeah, like I was reading it, and like me personally, I really didn't like the flow of the role play. It really could have did some work. Though I think it's a little interesting how he changes up. Like usually they'll have who says the line in front of the text instead of behind it. Personally, I still prefer it that way, so I don't have to jump down to look to see who's talking. But it works, and it's at least interesting. Um. So yeah. As long as Mr. King does another one, he should be in for a lovely win. Unfortunately, it's the only one we can probably say predict who's gonna win. I guess I can go back and predict that. Let's see. Predictions! Little Yokai versus Misery. Misery's gonna win. I guarantee it. And no, that's not me being biased towards Misery. My awesome tag team partner and Maya's girlfriend. But I digress. I'm not being biased. Let's see. Roller X versus Eli. Good. It kind of sucks. I'm like on half these matches, so it's hard to really predict. Yeah, so
Hard to say. I'm not predicting for obvious reasons.
yes. So, well, well, that's why people, we need more of you.
Yeah.
So get in here, do something, sign up, fight a couple of girls. Actually, no, we need more girls because I don't want to keep on fighting Mike. Because the way it's set up is, yeah, Annie only fights girls, and with this one new exception, there are only 2 girls that he can fight because he can't fight himself. So, yeah, I don't want to keep on fighting Mike. I tagged with the guy for a reason, so I don't have to fight him. I mean, no, that's not it. But let's see, Roller X versus Eli. Good. Honestly, I'm not going to. I can't really predict the winner, but I will say I do believe that I can win. I will say it like that because Eli's roleplay was good. I am confident with mine. As for Maya versus Annie, I can't tell, honestly. I'm confident that I can win, but anyways, and then finally, James Cino versus Desmond King. I'm predicting Desmond King, unless, yeah, what happened to Cino anyways? Like, he just decided to, oh, hey, sign me up, and goodbye. Come on, people, this is
It's
not,
kind of on and off, but I don't know why I didn't post.
I mean, maybe he was confused with the new setup, like, you're supposed to reply, or at the very least, why didn't he reply to Desmond King's, post? Because before now you have to now anyone listening, remember, in order to post your roleplay, you have to start a new thread. It is different. It is not the same as Extreme Wrestling Entertainment. The 2 random people, the hot chick and the old dude on the little flyer says that this is not Extreme Wrestling Entertainment. But then again, the hot chick was on the banner of Extreme Wrestling Entertainment for a while, so I digress. let's see. So I would like to say that the Slam logo for some reason reminds me of SmackDown. Just the way it's designed. Um,
I wasn't going for that.
yeah, I didn't think you were, but let's see. I guess I can go over some of the roster people. Anyways, okay, so ignore the people in the background if you can hear them. Anyways, so let's see. We have James Cena who disappeared when we needed him most. Well, I guess Desmond King don't care. So you have Maya Jensen, who is again my character. You have Misery, Roller X, Little Yokai, Midnight. Yeah, people, we need more heals. We need more. Yeah, because we have like a joke heal and then one. Continue.
That's kind of funny. Usually heals what we have most of.
Yeah, no, like everyone else is like, yeah, I don't know if I want to become the bad guy or not, so I'll just go neutral so I can do whatever I want.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Anyways, so then we have, as of right now, we only have like one non-E to B person, right? Which is the Dangerous X. Because everyone else, because yeah, like Dangerous X, you have Desmond King, who's D, and
handle-wise, anyways, yeah. I mean, John's new character wasn't any of you, but John.
yeah, otherwise we have like, otherwise new people we have Little Yokai, Dangerous X, and Mandy Wheeler. So that I guess that would technically be new in characters, anyways. Yeah, so we have Eli Good and then Miss Mandy Wheeler. Sadly, I'm sorry but hey, if John C's watching this, I really wish you would have brought in Callista Leon. Yeah, I know she's EW exclusive and whatever, but I want that rematch, man. You're thinking screwed me over on the Shining Star Championship. I don't care if I would have lost at the very next one. You screwed me. I want my rematch. I don't care if the title's gone or not. We will bring it back just for that one match if we have to. No, that's about it. Anything else we'd like to talk?
Steel.
Yeah, no, like that was like the two ones. I'm like, hey, yeah, let's do John Steele, Calista Leon. I'm sorry, they're retired. Really?
Alright, I'm interested in seeing the new one though.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see a new character, and he might actually finally bring some good fortune to Nikki Bella in a J-owned federation. Because first she was handled by someone who, well, let's just say she wasn't as good, and she was too busy with AJ. And then you have and then she was an AI, so yeah, she got her butt kicked all them. So yeah, so it's nice to have Nikki Bella finally win some things. Possibly, unless you go up against me, then it's just going to be the same thing. Just loss after loss. I'm sorry. So, anyways, let's see. I guess the other thing we can talk about is upcoming things. Right now, we are hoping to, after the next card, the very next week, we are going to start off what Jay's lovely little plan with the basically it's going to be a bi-weekly fed, but a weekly show. So half the roster is going to be on one even numbered shows, and then the other one's going to be on odd numbered shows. It's hopefully to help keep the Fed active, but also allow them to have the benefit of having the the bi-weekly deadlines and all that fun stuff.
Bi-weekly deadline.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm still saying that, like, and people don't be stumped. The small deadline is not on the same day of the week as the main deadline. It is not. It will eventually confuse me, and I'll have to do something like, Dread, I thought this deadline was this day, and no, it's not. But don't get confused. Check out the cards. They have those little timer things for a reason. They count down, and no, they're not lying to you. Unless Jay specifically did it, then we can blame Jay. But otherwise, that's how we need to do that. Should I talk about that one thing you was thinking about doing with the E to B thing?
With the what? You skipped out.
The EWE thing you was talking about yesterday?
Oh, no, not right now.
Okay.
Not right now.
Let's see. So, what about the want to talk about the championships?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could probably talk about that.
Okay, so let's see. First, let's see. We have a ranking system brought in. All points will be reset after every single pay-per-view, but the points you get, but not the pay-per-view points themselves. So any points you get during the actual pay-per-view, you actually keep, and that's how you continue your ranking. You can check on the forum to see how it is. I will go over a couple of more interesting ways. For example, a couple of more interesting. One, no showing is minus 5 points. No show a title match, it's minus 10 points. Let's see. And then there was also the fact that you literally can get points for posting both role plays. Which, yeah. See, role play for a match, you get 1 point. But in role play max for a match, you get 2 points. That is not 3 points if you post 2. That is only 2 points if you post both role plays. 1 point if you post only 1. And then, which all you people who love to wait and sit on your role plays and like, you can't see my role play until I'm ready, until you post and show me yours. All those people, guess what? You are going to be missing a rank point because the first person in the match who posts gets a point. So hopefully that will keep all you little deadline bombers away. Hopefully. Unfortunately, my fault was because I was sick. So, otherwise I probably would have at least had Roller X's up first. But, anyways, right now we only have count them, 2 championships. We have the High Stakes Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. And I told Jay already, I mean, the little vacant spot of the first, world champion, it's a dude. And I'm saying, dude, that's wrong. It's supposed to be a chick. I'm sorry, but it's not going to be a dude. It just ain't. Now, basically, when you, at some point, leading up to our first pay-per-view, we're going to have a tournament to determine basically who's going to be the World Heavyweight Championship. It's supposed to be a kind of a King of Extreme type thing.
Kinda.
Yeah, I'm trying to include you, Jay.
Basically, it'll get down to I want to get once we get at least 16 people, we're going to start it, and we'll have a round on the regular shows, then we'll have the quarterfinals on the regular shows, and then the final 4 will go to the pay-per-view. We'll host the semifinals and the finals there. From there, it'll be done the same as our King Extreme, where it's in character-wise, it'll be semifinals will be bracketed randomly, quote unquote, but out of characters, the bracket will be based on judging. So the top 2 will be in the final match.
Let's see. So it would also be actual Extreme Rules type. So would it actually be like actual?
That I don't know yet.
Okay, so we're still working on that one. Let's see. Next.
And I was gonna say, I mean, we could talk about it later, but you basically want to get into the final eight because I also plan on the losers of the quarterfinals will be in a fatal four way for the second tier title to be revealed at that pay per view.
Yeah, even I don't know what the second tier title is, unless Jay told me and I was stupid and wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Next up we have a women's championship, which will depend on who the winner is. If we get enough divas, you know I'm going to be the winner because obviously I'm going to be the first. I'm going to be in one of those final eight, obviously for uh the world title. But since John doesn't want me in, doesn't want to have me double booked, which I agree. I'm not trying to say, hey, this is the first pay-per-view, so it makes sense. Otherwise, but we need more divas, or whatever you want to call them. I don't care. It's easier to say divas. No offense to any people who want otherwise. But anyway, so we have that one. So that's pretty much how that works. So we have the women's champion, and wasn't it going to be like some kind of like a... Wait, didn't you say it was going to be just going to want to make it a gauntlet? Or no, that was tag. Here, you tell them.
Yeah, I ain't said anything about women's yet. I ain't made any plans about the women's yet because it's gonna depend on who's in the match before I decide. The tag, yeah, we're gonna have an open match for the tag titles, and then that's gonna depend on how many teams sign up. I mean, if it's 2 teams, it's gonna be a regular match. 3 to 6 teams, it's gonna be tag team turmoil. 7+ teams will be a gauntlet.
And of course, you already know the winners, the only HSW tag team as of now, the Frost Elite. That is who's going to be the winner. So, John, you made the mistake again. These aren't supposed to be 2 guys here as the champion. They're supposed to be 2 girls. I'm sorry.
That'll be officially announced in the results whenever we know the date of our first pay-per-view. It'll be open sign-ups for anybody.
Yeah, so come one, come all to the not annual, but the new pay-per-view for the Tag Team Championships. Which I just realized, that weird HSW logo slapped on there kind of looks like you just put a sticker right there on the Tag Champions.
Yeah, I was late at the tag titles. I admit that one.
Yeah, so, like, everything else looks nice. It's just like, here's a nice little sticker right there. Just so we know on the side, in case you only see the side things, that you get to, what company this is. Because that lovely green felt. Anyways, so, let's see. Anything else? So we talked about championships. We talked about the matches. Can't have dead air. That's not very nice.
Talk about. Anybody wants to do segments for their first show, they could get those in.
Yes, if you look on the actual card, it's not on the forums because we didn't want to. Well, Jay. Anyways, we didn't want to have the overcrowded on there. But yes, there is a segment deadline. If you actually look at the card, it is approximately like what, 16 hours ahead of it? No, 17. Close enough.
Yeah.
There's like 17 hours ahead. So that is when you need to get any segments in. You have to get them in. And if you want your person to appear on every show, unless you don't care if if you won your last match or not, and have like, 2 additional role plays a week, whatever. That's going to be how you're going to get them on every show. You have to prove it. So, anyways, also, it is a small fed, so any and all shows will be at the same location. So do not ask Jay, hey, where's the next show at? Um, yeah, it's in Mean Machine School of Wrestling, aka Las Vegas, Nevada. So now you know. Until the Fed eventually blows up to the point where it becomes EW status, which, as far as me or Jay knows, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. It's going to be in that same spot.
I'm fine with that.
Um, Also, do not be shy about going to the lovely. I can hear my echo, but don't. The forum games, there are some fun forum games there. I mean, there's one where you get to count to 1,000,000. Yay! So that's one way to. Okay, you can't rack up your little points to change your little ranking thing, but you can see a lovely 1,000,000 replies on that lovely forum. I wonder what that looked like. Either way, but there's also a fun one called Make a Wish and Corrupt It. That's always fun. I did that on one of my own little forum things, and we had a blast. So yeah, so check that out. That includes Jay, since he's yet to post either. Um,
I posted a number on the count one.
well, I meant the other one. Yeah, one number. I posted a number.
Yeah, I
That's
thought about how I corrupted a couple of those, but I didn't have a wish of my own, so I didn't post.
well, for Jay and everyone else, just come up with something random. I mean, it doesn't like me and my other person. We was like messing around on it. Like, when at my other little forum, it wasn't even an eFed, but it was just a forum thing. We was playing it like it could be something stupid, like someone says something like, "I wish I had a Diet Coke," and granted, but the Diet Coke kills you. Then the person says, well, I wish I wasn't dead. And he says, granted, now you're a zombie. You know, things like that. It doesn't have to be like a full on, hey, this is what I want. It can just be just random whatever.
Yeah, I know.
So, um, let's see. Oh, feedback central. Yay, lovely. That should, I'm assuming that's going to also be where Jay posts the judging, because he will be doing that. And I like it. Unlike my other Fed, who's still yet to do it.
Yeah, we'll be posting judging again after results are posted.
Yeah. So you can find that Feedback Central. You should also give John his congratulatory and awesome things. Say, hey, that was an awesome show. Congratulations. You know. You have your Seaboard, which, yeah, if you want to talk to people, which don't be shy. You can talk to people. We're not strangers. Okay, we are strangers, but we aren't giving candy. We give high fives and suplexes, but you know, we don't give candy. Um, Also, for if afterwards, if you want to find a specific show, kind of how I'm assuming it's kind of how like the way EWE had the pay-per-views. Like literally, he's taking the entire board and popping it into where it says the Slam Roleplay Archives. So if you want to find it, that's where you can find it. So you can literally check it and see that lovely picture. So it's like, hey, scroll down all the lovely numbers and find it that way. So you don't have to be like, hey, this is this person versus this person. Also, please, when you do make your post, try to, well, if you have more than one character, try to post with the character that it has the match. Yeah, I had to change mine because I didn't realize I was in the wrong forum. So yes. So that's going to be fun. You have .com, which is all your lovely blogs and news and things like that. Then you have the roleplay board.
I have confirmed that the ice sheet will be returning to that.
Yeah. I also have my Prime data. I've been sick and also been struggling with my schoolwork, so I don't know when I'm gonna get that. I mean, I have kind of been struggling on the other Fed though, but um, I might at least do predictions or
Yeah,
do a quick summary.
he'll be doing the ice sheet.
Yeah, yeah. Misery will be doing her
Yeah.
lovely ice sheet. Um, Now, also, do not be confused when it says the logo itself. If you actually, it says HSW High Stakes Wrestling Roleplay Board. That is not where you post your roleplays. I guess I should have said that first, but no, that's not where you post your roleplays. That is the general board. If you look the like thing right below, it says basic non-match roleplays. Go here. Congratulations. Then you have the chat. I know Firefox doesn't have this problem, but some other ones I've noticed has the problem where you have your little nickname. Um, it might not save the nickname. I know Safari on my MacBook, it doesn't save it, so I have to constantly re-enter it. And yes, that's another place you can say hi to people, including this Chris guy, who says howdy, pondering this place. Please come in, please. We're begging people. We want people. Also, if you have a Twitter account, you should try to get one. It's not that difficult. Have one for your character, and then we can tag you and post your role plays and say, "Hey, people, look at me. I'm in this Fed. Come join us." And don't be all creepy like, "Join us." No, don't do like that. Just be like, "Join us" with a happy smile, because otherwise they might run away in terror. But hey, we might get in some more freaks and things like that. So I guess it's win-win.
True.
So let's see. That's the board. This show itself, though, I guess it should be obvious since that's probably how you saw the show. It's getting its own little thing, ain't it? Or is it going to .com? Oh wait, never mind. .com is
What do you
a
mean?
character. As
Oh,
in,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I'll get it done.
it'll have its own little thing and nice little logo and everything. Um, so you can see all of our lovely posts. We're going to try, like, this is a special one since, yeah, I kind of forgot about it. I would have tried, plus I've been sick and I kind of forgot. I'm like, hey, we should do the first one, like, uh, before people post. But after that, I think our next one will probably be, like, what, after results? And the next card's up. That way we can talk about
Yeah.
the actual results and what happened, and then the other one. And no, we are not going to go like this one person and this one Fed and actually go over every single detail of the results. We're not doing that because that's just weird. I'm like, I mean, hi, you're the Fed owner. Please don't book me against your killer Boardwalk Angels by myself in a handicap match. Please, please.
Wow.
So, let's see. Um, so yeah, oh, and yeah, Eli hit the nail on the head. It has good people here, Chris. Though I think that's grammatically incorrect. I think you'd like it. Yes. There are good people. He should have spelled it like that. They're good people. Goode. Because, I mean, obviously we know Eli good is good, right? Wait, what? He's a tweener? Wait, no. That can't be right. That's not possible. He's not supposed to be. He's good! Stupid anti-disestablishmentarianism. Wait, that has nothing to do with that. Let's see. So yeah, unfortunately we don't actually have the next card to talk about. Is there anything else?
Not really. I don't think so. Pretty much covered all we can.
Let's see. Extras, affiliates, championships, events. Oh, I want to say the IPPV. It's not a typo. I thought it's so at first, but no, it's an internet pay-per-view. In case you guys were wondering.
Yeah.
You have the forum, the roster. Win loss record is not available. Nope, coming soon. Jane's. Yeah. Stupid site. Nothing's coming. Everything is leave of absence. Oh, that's a forum. About our place. So yeah, if you want to know a little bit more about like the different like what happened between from EW's closing to HSW High Stakes Wrestling opening, Dustin, Mr. Auto 9-pointer himself, he made a lovely little trying to think of the word to use. By the way, he made a lovely little backstory for all that, so check that out. Sadly, we didn't get Trixie back. She decided that, I don't know, she probably went to go work with Looney Tunes.
Maybe she went around John Lewis again.
Probably. That or Leo Cat. I mean, she was torn between the two. But that just depends on whether Leo Cat will accept her back. Because apparently she did something to him that we never saw. And I don't think I've ever explicitly said what happened. I guess that's really it. Oh, also, one final note. On the home thing, you see that little thing that says, vote for us! Vote for us. We want to get to the first page. We are close. We are like 70, and we're like dropping 5 to 6 every day. We're just, 2 people. 3 people. Because 2 of them are cheating, but we won't get into that. I cheat with them, but my phone doesn't work. I have to connect it to the actual internet. So, otherwise we'd be eating 6 a day. But hey, keep on going. We were like literally 2 away from being the top 20. And you never know, it might help us get people who actually pay attention to that stuff. If not, bragging rights is always fun. And it gives us saying, hey man, we're so awesome, even though only 3 people did all the votes, we got to that top 100. Man, that's going to be hard, but hey, we can get to that top page. We're like literally like 30 away from the top page. Yeah, also the voting resets about every 4, 5-ish? I think 4 to 6 hours.
About 4 hours.
Yeah. And if you do want to cheat, remember
first page. Yeah.
Yeah, because
I just want to go to the first page. Because if anyone does actually go there, which is rare in this Twitter age, but if anyone does go there, they likely ain't going past the first page.
most likely. Plus, bragging rights are always fun. But remember, if you want to cheat, if it's at the same internet source, like if your computer is connected to your router and your laptop's connected to the router, it will somehow, it has some fancy algorithm that says, hey, I know you're the same person. It kind of suck if you actually literally were 2 different people. It's like one has a laptop and the other one has a laptop. And like, hey, we can't both vote. So, ha! We just proved you how your infallible logic is fallible.
So, we just live in the same house. What the hell?
Well, also, there's another Twitter handler floating about. It's called HSWE Fed. Do not follow that one. They need to delete it. Because that was the original trying to get a
That was the first
attempt, and they just didn't like Jay. They're like, no.
I got locked out right now.
Like, no, we don't like you. And he tried that little phone thing. It worked for me when one of my Twitter things got locked out when I did that, but no, it didn't like Jay. He's like, no. We don't like that E in your name. That's why. It was the E. They're like, E stands for...
That was like one of the first things I did. Yeah.
It's probably like E stands for...
One of the first things I did when I made the site, but... and then I got locked out, and so I had Christie's on there while I was making the site, and then I finally made the new one.
Yeah, so basically it's @HSW Fed. So there's only one E. Two E's is evil, and
Yeah.
that's why Twitter didn't like it. So yeah, and they'll retweet. It only does the ones that the actual account tweets. So hey, if you talk about something like that, if you at them, or John just happens to be staring at your Twitter account with his multiple Twitters, but he takes forever to finally reply to ones that aren't to Christie. But yeah, he'll retweet it so that you can see it on there. But that's what happens when
Yeah, Chrissy's my most active account, so.
yeah, I
But
think
I have HSWs on a opposite browser.
so. It makes all the lovely fun things. So, I guess that's it. So we talked about for about 45 minutes. So, thank you for tuning in and listening. Yeah, we'll determine where it's going to be, how it's going to be posted exactly later, but off screen because you don't want to hear all that mumble jumble garbage. You probably didn't even want to hear all this mumble jumble garbage, but who cares? You listened to it anyway, so we don't care. You listened, and we get the points. The YouTube algorithm is with us. But yeah, in case you didn't know, that's how that works. But anyways, either way, that's really all we got to talk about this time. The next time will be after results. The next card is up, and we'll be talking about that. And we probably won't, and we'll probably talk about any new thing that we want to talk about. Yeah. Also, I say we also make a shout out to any brand new people that are signed up. So hey, if you sign up, we'll give you a shout out. Congratulations. You won't be hidden. We will let people know that you have joined our site. Yeah, so anyways, that's it. So until next time, this is JC Kane and Jay, the Wild Cards. Catch you later.